everybody, welcome to another episode of DETV. Today's episode's going to be pretty quick. We're just going to go over what happened this week. Hello, Mr. Ghost. Hello, Most Fascinerous. Let's jump right into it. Yesterday, the newsletter went out and we dropped a new dice set, a new metal dice set. Let's pull that up. Avian Ferocity, also known as Griffin dice. So, like a ancient Greece theme, obviously, matte black. Some of you got a sneak peek at this last week. Really pretty glittery gold engraving. And on each high face, special engraving. We got a feather, a scratch mark, some feetsies. The feetsies are fun because I believe we have the claw marks. And let's pull these up here to represent the lion half of the griffin, and some little bird feet to represent the bird half of the griffin. Little bird feet. So yeah, avian ferocity. Ferocious avian, I think, was one of the descriptors in the D&D Beyond posting for the monsters, for the monster griffin. So that's where that came from. And then yeah, Dylan did a great job with this mold. You can see here, it's got this like sort of staggered or sharp almost edge. Not really sharp, like painful, but like, I don't know what you call that. Structured curve on the Infinity D4, which is unique and very cool. The mold also has great detail engraving on this edge here. Very cool. So yeah, and the matte black just like makes the gold pop so much. So this is a really fun set. Really happy to see it out on the site now. We've got feathers as for a high face. Oh, there we go. A little feather for a high face. And then on our D20, it's a little bit small. So I'll hold it up nice and close. But it's actually a griffin in full silhouette there, standing with its wings raised and its little head roaring out. So very cool. I'll just another close up here on this border on the D20. You can see the detail here is so nice. Somebody mentioned last week it looks like leather and stitching, and I totally can see that. That matte effect is really cool. So, Avian Ferocity, very cool set. Part eagle, part lion, pure badass is how Maria describes it in the copy. So, very cool to see those. Caw in Greek, yes. If anybody knows what caw is in Greek, please type into the chat. But yeah, so let's pop back on the newsletter. We announced this set, brand new metal set, brand new mold. Also, this might be cool, Maria, maybe if you can remember with me too, to do in like a white with a blue to really like nail home that Grecian look. I think that might be cool. And we don't have enough white dice. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. And then we had a segment of Nice Job DM, where we talked to Kato, and I'm going to butcher their last name. It's Aase. And honestly, I haven't heard it out loud. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So, Kato, they're also known as Helena Handbasket online. So we did an interview, and they answered a lot of questions about being an actor, which is super cool. Lots of horror and I think they said sci-fi TV and horror. I'm sorry, film, TV and film. So that was really cool. It's always nice to hear from these DMs and hear how their skills sort of work for both the job they get paid to do as well as DMing at a table. As an actor, obviously there's a lot of overlap there. Really useful skills like acting and improv, etc., etc. So, great interview. If you didn't get a chance to read it, you can find it on our blog, as well as all of our other Nice Job DM interviews. Speaking of Nice Job DM, if you know of anybody who has a regular job, the goal of Nice Job DM is to find people who don't get paid, like they don't make their living off of being a DM, so they're like the rest of us plebeians. So if you know of anybody who has another job, any other job, And also DMs, maybe your personal table, maybe in the past, who knows. Go ahead and send them my way, or go ahead and you can also shoot me an email, rach@diceenvy.com. You can also hit me up at hello@diceenvy.com. I get both. And let me know who they are, give me some contact information, or reach out to them, have them reach out to me. I'd love to do more interviews with more DMs with other jobs that aren't DMing. So we've had, we kicked the whole thing off with the paleontologists, that's the dinosaur digger people, which was super cool. We've had actors, we've had film set designers, we've had, I'm trying to rack my brain now. We had a guy who was like an urban planner, I think specifically what it had to do with like water, urban planning, which was super cool also. Literary professors, lots of stuff. So if you think of anybody, know of anybody who's a DM, it's super low like pressure. It's very quick little Q&A interview. It's not in person. I just send out the email with all the questions. They answer all the questions, and then if I have more questions based on those answers, then I reach back out. But it's super chill and easy to participate in. And if you participate, you get a free dice set. I always send everybody a set of something as thank you. So just gonna put that out there into the universe and hope I get some more juicy DMs to interview soon. Okay, so that was a newsletter. I don't know if I mentioned the code, just in case some of you come for the code. Let's scroll back up and find it. Oh, Griffin. Great. Very clear. Very easy to remember. GRIFFON, the way that it's spelled on D&D's Monster Manual. Griffin is the code for 10% off this week. So if you place an order this week, use that coupon code, get 10% off. And then office updates is what I have listed. So the first update's a silly update. We are going to be playing a group session of D&D tomorrow is the plan. And we've gotten all of our characters together, and I just saw them, like, who everyone else is playing. I just got a glimpse of it today because I had made my character on D&D Beyond and not checked back in. I checked back in today, and it's ridiculous. So I just want to share real quick. I want to pull this up so I can read it out loud. The characters everyone created. Let me just pull this up. So we have... Alright, so I decided I'm going to play a kobold sorcerer. And I went ahead and made my character in D&D Beyond. And at the time, the only other character who was built was a Shadar Kai monk. And I had to actually look up Shadar Kai because I've never played one. I was like, it sounds spooky, and I'm pretty sure it's spooky, but I couldn't remember. It's Maria who built that character, and it is spooky. And Shadar Kai are like, I mean, they sound like drow, but like even darker, like drowy, fae, dark elf people. So anyway, so imagine this. Elf, dark elf, maybe serious. I don't know, like the art is pretty serious. And then I made my character, which is a kobold sorcerer. And I wanted to play kobold because I've never done it before. But, Raven Queen elves. That's right, I forgot that. Sorry, they're elves of the Raven Queen. And so I want to play kobold. So I'm like, all right, I'll play a kobold. But I'll make sure it's not like super cutesy or whatever, because I always like play cutesy characters. It'll end up being cutesy anyway, but in order to try to like slant it a little bit more serious, I'm like sorcerer. And I was reading all the sorcerer options, and there's a lot of stuff in there I hadn't played yet either, so I filled it out that way. And I was like, all right, great. Well, everyone else will be regular probably, and so it'll just be me who's like the little kobold, no big deal. I tuned back in today, and the other characters are as follows. I believe this is Dylan. He's playing Chirples Flit, an Owlin rogue. Chirples Flit. We've got Joni playing Wilmo Dingleblatt, a Grung ranger. If you're not familiar with Grungs, they're frog people. They're little frog people. Not that little, I guess. I don't know. They're little-ish. They're like lizard folk, but frog people. We've got Ronnie Skyvegrifter, who is, I believe, Ian's character, who is a goblin cleric. So now we've got Owlin Kobold, Goblin, Grung, and then finally David is going to be playing. It seems like maybe an Aarakocra reskin. Can't really tell exactly, but he's playing a warlock who is a penguin, like specifically a king penguin, like a penguin with a crown on. I can't even like begin to describe the reaction I had. So it was like, oh, we're doing an episode of The Muppets. Like, we're gonna have our one normal character, which is gonna be Maria, and the rest of us are ridiculous. So, that's fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow. Oh, Ronnie is Dylan. Okay, my bad. I got them swapped. That happens like all the time between Dylan and Eden. But anyway, that's going to happen tomorrow afternoon and evening. I'm very, very looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing a kobold for the first time and then being surrounded by other crazy creatures. So, yeah, so silly update. I'll try to take some pictures if I remember, especially like of our minis and stuff, so I can share with you guys. And hopefully I'm sure it'll go well, but I'm very excited. And yeah. Other office updates. So also tomorrow, before we break and have fun, we're going to spend tomorrow talking about using, Yondu, I will bring my set of kobold dice. Yes, absolutely. That is like a given. Yeah. Yes, it's mandatory. What was I gonna say? Oh, tomorrow. So tomorrow, before we get to go have fun and play D&D together, we have to actually like do businessy stuff. So tomorrow is our day to outline what we're going to include for the advent calendar this year, and also the trick or treat bags for Halloween season this year. So if you're familiar with those, the trick or treat bags, I think this is going to be their 3rd year, and then the advent calendar, this will be its 4th year. So very exciting. We're going to try to mix things up a little bit, like, keep it fresh, keep it real. And advent planning meeting tomorrow. I kind of wish I could like let you guys see some of that, but honestly, it's a whole bunch of like brainstorming, throwing stuff against the wall, and then suddenly someone like says something and it's like immediately we're all like, oh yes, we have to do that. Exactly that. So, but mostly it would be boring. So. And also, I don't want you to see our meetings when we plan what's going to go in it, because I don't want you to get excited about something and then us find out, oh, wait, we can't actually put that in it. So, in order to avoid any disappointment. But yeah. All right. Well, today was a quick one. Like I said, I'll just do a quick scan of the chat here. Yes, Maria, you're going to be our Michael Caine or Tim Curry. I'm very excited about that. Yondu, thank you for being patient. And yeah, that's it, you guys. I don't really have much else. Check out, I don't know, if you're into like Greek stuff or ancient stuff or birds or monster dice or like black leather looking dice. I'm going to be clear, these are not leather. They're metal. They're matte metal. But they look like leather. So if you like really like wallets or watches, or if you know someone who does, this is make a really good like Father's Day set. I'm just realizing. It's got that vibe for sure. We used to have a wood set called, I don't remember, I think it was called Rec Room or something like that, and it was so Father's Day. We haven't had wood sets in a while, but anyway, this kind of reminds me of that because it looks like a different material. But it's awesome. And if you're, I don't know, in a griffin fighting mood or a griffin, you know what? You could tame a griffin and then make it like your mount, or use it as your mount, I should say, make it. That would be super cool too. So anyway, just ideas. That's it, you guys. Question. Will Celestane possibly come back soon? It was in my cart and now it's out of stock. Celestane's not going anywhere. The question mark is when we're bringing it back, and I don't know offhand. But I will remember that question. I will get an answer and I will have it for you next week. But we're definitely not getting rid of it. It's not getting retired anytime soon. It's a very popular set. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now and make this the short stream I said it would be. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll be talking about things that are hot. So that should be fun. Speaking of hot, it's a little hot now in California, in Southern California. And I'm kind of over it already, even though it just started. It's about to be March. Why is it hot outside? I might generally get crankier on stream as it gets hotter and hotter in SoCal until like it gets hot enough to justify turning on my air conditioning, and then I'll be fine. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Happy rolling. I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.